Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raven Maureen, and today I'm doing a video that I haven't done in a few months, and that is everything that I made this summer. So I told you guys at the beginning of the summer, really like May, that I would be holding off on making a video like this until about September, just because things are really fluid in the summer, and also I feel like you're more outside, and so you're not really thinking about like, let me run down everything that I made. And so I like to do this like as a collective at the end of summer. And let me just say, so remember at the beginning of the year that I told you guys I want to make 52 makes again for this year, and I don't know if y'all have been counting, but I've been counting, and here are the numbers. So at the beginning of May, I had 34 makes left to make for the year. Do y'all know that I made 21 garments this summer? Like, that's pretty good. So with the 21 garments that I made for the summer, right now, the total garments that I have left to make for the year is sitting at 13. So I'm still on track. I am very excited about that. So anyway, let's jump into what you guys really came here for, which is, girl, tell me what you made this summer. So I'm going to start out with McCall's 8117 and Nomi pattern 2154. This was a one shoulder red shirt that I made with some jeans. And so I'm actually really proud of myself because this was, the jeans at least, was a project that was one, on my Make 9 list, and two, I had started making the jeans like in February, and then I had worked on them like little by little, and then I finally gave like the final like push of energy to finish those. And so in May, this was part of like a group of things that I had made in like one whole week. I love how this outfit came out. I actually wore the jeans recently to a comedy show for Not Carlton Banks. He's an Instagram comedian, and he went on tour this summer, and I actually paired these jeans with like a really cute button up, and that was kind of like a cute little moment. I really like the jeans with the button up. I like it with the one shoulder, but either way, like, I feel like these jeans are really great. The other thing with the same jeans, I actually did like an elastic waistband in the back because my body was changing as I was making the jeans. So like my waist was getting smaller and things like that. And so I had to adapt, and I ended up putting that elastic waistband in the back of those jeans as well. And then I also modified McCall's 8117. I literally kept the one shoulder through the bust exactly the same, and then I ended up making it a full length shirt. Moving on to New Look 6507. This was just an off the shoulder dress. I believe New Look like went on like super clearance at Hobby Lobby this summer, and so I picked up like a handful of patterns that I just didn't have in my closet or in my stash, and so this was one of them. And I was kind of like on this rickrack trim trend, and I was a little obsessed with it this summer, which is okay. So I decided to take like this red bed sheet with this white rickrack, and I made this dress. And this was one of the outfits that I wore on vacation when I was in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia this past June. So then I also made McCall's 8069. This is a tried and true pattern for me. I have a number of halter jumpsuits like this one. I have like a palm leaf one. I can't even think of all the ones that I have, but I know I have a number of them. And this is one of those patterns where like if you're in a rut, or if I'm in a rut, I'll whip this out, do it in a day, and then I'll just feel so much better about sewing, and I'll just feel honestly like I can tackle anything after that. It's very strange but true. But this is a very easy pattern. If you ever want to get into this pattern is super easy. There's the shorts, there's the long pants. It's just good, and there's no closures either. So it's just a tie in the back. So you guys should check it out if you don't have it already. All right, so again, remember I said I was really into rickrack this summer. So I made this pajama set again for my trip in June, And this was 2 different patterns. I'm looking at my notes. I have McCall's 8392 for the top. That was like a square neck top pajama set. And then McCall 7757. I really like how the pants are super wide leg in that pattern. And so even though McCall's 8392 has its own pant set that goes with it, I just wanted a different style pant set. And that's why I actually went in a different direction. But this was super comfy. This was also a bed sheet. So the irony of the pajama set being made out of a bed sheet was just, you know, a little hilarious. But yeah, this was a good set. Also a set that once again, I've made it before. It was a tried and true. And I just wanted something that was instant gratification. And I knew that this would work for me. So again, it's a great set. It's something that I believe we went somewhere else and I packed this as pajamas as well. So all around 10 out of 10. Okay, so then I did something a little radical. Not really, but kind of. So I made these Cowprint espadrilles. So y'all listen, I was cleaning up my sewing room and I completely forgot that I had this espadrille kit. And I was like, well, let me go on and do it now. So I had some Cowprint fabric from my markets that I did last year. And the Cowprint I had made like a couple of like little bags out of and stuff like that. But needless to say, I had some left over from the markets. And I literally just took the pattern pieces from the espadrille kit, cut out the Cowprint, and I believe the only fabric that came with the espadrille kit was the lining fabric. So you were kind of on your own with what you wanted to make your shoes out of. This I made probably over the course of the weekend because the jute in the sole of the shoe is so tough that like my little hands or my fingers they were just kind of like raw from that experience. So I had to take my time with it. But I have worn these already. I wore them with my yellow dress that I just took pictures of. And that was kind of like the idea when I saw when I decided to make the yellow dress, more on that later. I was like, I want to wear my espadrilles with it. So I didn't get to wear my espadrilles as much as I would have loved to this summer. That doesn't mean that I can't wear them next summer or even over the next couple of weeks while the weather is still warm in my area. Okay, so the next one I think you guys all loved. I get a lot of compliments on this when I wear it out. This is McCall's 8516, and this is from the new collection this year. I think this was it might have been a new summer collection with McCall's, and this was a caftan. I did a sew along for this, and I decided to make the shorter version because I had this fabric from my Mood mystery box, and honestly, I knew I wanted to use it for something, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to make the shorter version to make it work, and it worked. I love this. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. If not compliments, I do get a lot of like looks, not jealous looks, just like, oh, that's interesting or that's cool. So that's always nice when people recognize your personal style. But I love this fabric. I love that like dark forest green, but it's like flowers. And I don't know, it's just something that I thought would look great in a caftan. So I did it, and I think I wore it to dinner one night. Joe and I went somewhere and I wore it to dinner, and it was a hit at dinner as well. But yeah, I'm never letting that caftan go. It's awesome. So I also made McCall's 8119. Now this was a pattern that I've been wanting to make since last year, even though it's an older McCall's pattern. But I did this blue and pink fabric. I was really inspired by like Lily Pulitzer styles. And so I really wanted a jumpsuit like this, and it worked out. I haven't had a chance to wear it anywhere yet, but maybe that'll change between now and whenever. So the next thing I made was Know Me Pattern 2039. This was my birthday dress, and I used just like a basic white broadcloth from Hobby Lobby, And y'all, I love this dress. I love how I felt in this dress. I love how I look in this dress. I love that the straps, the tie straps are like exaggerated and super long and they make no sense. I love that the skirt, I lined mine because it does come with like a petticoat pattern. I didn't read the instructions ahead of time to realize that I needed like petticoat fabric, like crinoline or something, but I just did a lining and it still gave me the volume of, I feel like, what a petticoat would give me. And I just love this dress. And I had plans to make a maxi version that obviously didn't pan out, but I won't rule it out in the future. But this dress is probably one of my favorite makes this year. Okay, here's another favorite. This is Simplicity 9598. And this is the Mimi G leopard dress. I had a ton of fun with this dress. And so I feel like it became a moment when I like threw the scarf on, and the scarf was only added because it was sprinkling outside. But there were like, I guess you can call them like intermittent showers. And so we would like take a few pictures and then it would shower and then it would stop. And so it was kind of like this weird cycle. And so I just grabbed this scarf, I put it on, and I was like, oh, this could be fun. So then when it came time to do the video, I said, well, let's just do like a slow-mo video and see like what happens. And it turned out to be really fun. It turned out to be really cool. And I think I want to do more slow-mo videos in the future. Okay, so I was having a lot of fun in June, it looks like. I made Simplicity 8932. This is a red and white polka dot vintage blouse. This was an easy to sew vintage pattern. It does have like gussets in the armholes, and I had never done gussets in armholes before, so it challenged me in a new way, I guess you can say. But otherwise, I love this top. I think it's adorable. And then I paired it with some vintage shorts that I already had in my stash. And yeah, and then I put on this cute hat with it, and it was a thing. I think I must have really had a lot of fun in June with my makes, I have to say. Okay, moving on. So this is an outfit, but I used two different patterns for it. So this is Simplicity 8424. I did the ballet top. It was a ballet wrap sweater. I just made the sleeves short. That was like the only hack I did. And I did it out of like a burnout t-shirt fabric. And then I paired it with Simplicity 9956, these color block linen pants, which by the way, I have a sew along for on this channel. But I love this outfit. I just kind of came up with it off the top of my head. And I made the pants. I love the pants. I've worn them a few times, and anytime I wear these pants, I get compliments up and down from all ages, from all backgrounds, everyone. And I just think it's just a universal great pair of pants. So if you haven't had a chance to check out that sew along, definitely check it out. Yeah, I just love these pants. The stripe fabric that I got was from Hobby Lobby, and they're just, I don't know if every Hobby Lobby is the same, but they're literally sitting right next to one another. And I just grabbed them both and I said, I think this is going to be my pants. And it was just that quick. So then I made Simplicity 9929. This is Mimi G's new lounge set. It's got a cow neck, it's sleeveless, and then like the pants are like a cropped wide leg. This didn't take that much time to make. I love how the blouse or the top drapes. I love that so much. I love that it's kind of like a resistant band at the waist a little bit, and so it kind of brings you in a little bit, and then the pants kind of have like this flare out effect, so it kind of gives you like this almost like an hourglass shape, but not really. What surprised me most about this pattern was that the pants have a gusset, so it's like one long piece that goes from like one end of one pant leg to the other side of the other pant leg. This was made out of like a ponte knit fabric that I had in my stash. I've worn it several times. I've worn it separately. I've worn it together. And this gets a lot of compliments as separates or as together. And also it is super comfortable. I've seen a couple of different versions online. It seems like everyone enjoys this pattern, but yeah, it's a comfortable pattern. If you haven't had a chance to make it, highly recommend that you make it. And this will probably be a really good transitional pattern for fall, to be honest with you, because again, this is something that I've worn separately and together. Don't knock it till you try it. Okay, so then I love this top, by the way, you guys. This is Simplicity 9851. I also did a little slow-mo action in this video as well. And I love this this pattern. This pattern is extremely unassuming on the cover, in my opinion. Like, it looks like it's gonna be like a cool pattern, but then like when you make it and you put it on, it's got like a different type of appeal to it. Like, I felt super attractive, super feminine. I loved the drape. I loved how the satin was working with the pattern pieces. It was just all around really good. So this pattern gets a 10 out of 10 for me. I love it in white. Would I make it again? Absolutely. I'm thinking about doing just the one sleeve version though, and then possibly making it into a dress, but I'm not quite sure yet. But also keep in mind that this pattern is cut on the bias, so you may need extra fabric for those diagonal pieces. But the fabric amount on the back of the envelope is accurate, so definitely pay attention to that when you're making this. So next up, I made McCall's 7946. This was also something that I was really looking forward to making for quite some time. And I was really skittish about using gingham fabric because I just always kind of feel like I may look like I'm a walking picnic tablecloth if I do gingham. But this really surprised me. This dress is great, and it's the perfect summer dress. It's great for throwing on. I've worn this a couple of times. I've worn this to like lunch with friends. I was visiting a friend in the hospital over the summer. I wore this and I was super comfortable. Again, I got a lot of compliments off of this. So this was all around a really great dress. What I like about this dress is that it's got the tie straps. You guys know that I'm a fan of tie straps because depending on the bra that I'm wearing that day or not wearing that day, I want to be able to adjust the straps. And then I like that it has the three, I think it's like 3 or 4 rows of elastic, but it has like a bias tape binding. I love that so much. So, and I have another Simplicity dress that has a similar finish with the bias tape binding and the elastic, and it's so much better than shearing. Like, shearing, one, is complicated. I've done it before, but it is extremely complicated, and I often feel like with the shearing elastic, you kind of run the risk of it popping while you're sewing it or even while you're wearing it. But there's something that is so secure about the bias tape and the elastic that I just love. So this dress gets a 10 out of 10 for me. And if I had more gingham fabric, I would probably make another one. Okay, so Simplicity 9614. This is the strawberry polo dress. I feel like all over, like from Instagram to here to TikTok, this was kind of like a winning look. I think everyone really liked it. It was fun. It was cute. It's camp. I even had some moms reach out and say like, oh my gosh, my daughter really loves strawberries. Like, this is such a great idea. So I feel like this was something that was like an all-around feel-good outfit. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. That one's cute. I haven't worn it anywhere yet, but this weather isn't over. Okay, McCall's 8505. This is the spicy black halter dress. So I did this for Sew Your View, and I love this dress. I have an entire video along with the polo dress that's dedicated to talking about this dress as well. And so I did make a few modifications with it. I made the bodice a little bigger by adding about 4 inches for my bust measurements, and then I did add bra cups. This was like a rib knit that I used that I had in my stash. So there was a few things that I did to alter it to make it fit me, but this is a great vacation look. I've seen a couple of different versions of it online where some of y'all have contrasted the bodice, which I think looks absolutely stunning. But yeah, this dress seems to look beautiful on everyone. And like I said, there's so many different versions out there now that if you're interested in making this dress, like the inspiration is going to be endless. All right, and then I made McCall's 8506, and this is the yellow dress that's got all the tiers and gathers in it. I love this dress. I believe once I got done taking pictures of this dress, I think we went to like the grocery store and I got a few compliments on it, but this is such a great summer dress. Like, this is, you know, bright and sunny, and it's linen, and it's a medium weight, so it's not too see-through and it's not too heavy at all. Like, this is just like a feel-good dress. I have a sew along for this dress. This is an easy to sew dress. There's no darts in the bodice at all. This was fairly easy to put together, so if you're interested in making this dress or something like it, definitely check out that sew along that I just made as well. All right, and then last I made McCall's 8482. I made View A, which is the white cropped shirt. Now this was from a tablecloth that I bought at an estate sale. The tablecloth was like $3. I didn't have enough tablecloth fabric for this specific pattern, so I used the tablecloth for the bodice, and then I had some eyelet fabric, some white eyelet fabric that I made the sleeves out of. I wasn't sure how that was gonna look, but it really came out great. And so I was pleasantly surprised that the eyelet and the tablecloth wasn't like immediately obvious to anyone that it was two different fabrics. So yeah, I thought that was great. I like it, and I haven't worn it anywhere yet since I just made it like on Friday, but I'm hoping to wear it soon because, you know, it's real cute and stuff. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now, if you want to know anything about what I'm sewing next, you can check out my September sewing plans video where I'm talking about everything that I plan to make for September, plus some sneak peeks of some projects that I'm already working on. If you're not following me already, you can follow me at Raven Maureen on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.